You listen to music, I see?
Yes. I like it a lot. Shall I find a tape?
No, if there's a tape already in the machine, I'd like to hear that.
It's something I've been listening to a lot lately. Though it's not an entirely complete recording, unfortunately.
What is it?
It's Bach. From his little organ book. Ich ruf zu dir, Jesu Christ. The theme is originally a hymn. Bach rearranged it and embellished it a little. He was the master of polyphony, if you know what that is.
No. Yes, another thing I don't know.
Well, polyphony is, from the Middle Ages, it's an entirely European phenomenon. It's distinguished by the idea that every voice is its own melody, but together in harmony. Bach's forerunner, Palestrina, he wrote many works for several choirs at the same time, wallowing in polyphony. But in my eyes, Bach perfected the melodic expression and the harmony. But also mixed up with some rather incomprehensible mystique regarding numbers, most likely based on the Fibonacci sequence. You know, the one that starts with a 0 and then comes the 1. The sequence is created by adding the two previous numbers to create the new one. So it's 0 plus 1 makes 1, and 1 plus 1 makes 2, and 2 plus 1 makes 3, and 3 plus 2 makes 5, and 5 plus 3 makes 8, and 8 plus 5 makes 13. The sequence has an interesting connection to Pythagoras' theorem and the golden section. It was all about finding a divine methodology in art and architecture. A bit like the way tritone, which was played on the piano in your little club, was supposed to be a satanic interval. The sum of the numeric values represented in Bach's name is 14, a number he often used in his compositions. The clever thing about Bach's name is that the numeric value of the individual letters are all Fibonacci numbers. This piece has 3 voices. A bass voice, the second voice played with the left hand, the first voice played with the right hand. That is called cantus firmus or cantus firmus. And together, these 3 voices create the polyphony.
Well, if I should compare this with my story, it's reminiscent of a quality of nymphomania, which is normally ignored but nonetheless essential, and namely the relationship between the various intercourses.
That's interesting. They create a completeness.
As, for example, the handshake, which for all people is the sum of all the different handshakes that together form our view of what a handshake is. The good, the bad handshake, the firm, the limp. Normally, an nymphomaniac is seen as someone who can't get enough and therefore has sex with many different people. Well, that of course is true, but if I'm to be honest, I see it precisely as the sum of all these different sexual experiences. So in that way, I have only one lover.